Hi, thank you so much for tuning in to Sidewalks Entertainment. I'm your host, Lori Rosales. So today's guest is a Grammy Award-winning music producer and writer who's worked with some big names like Nicki Minaj, Pop Smoke, Justin Bieber, Megan Thee Stallion, and of course, Black China. And you may have seen him in the VH1 series Love and Hip Hop Miami. Derrick Milano will be joining us right here on Sidewalks Entertainment, so do not change that channel. I'd like to welcome Grammy Award winner Derrick Milano to Sidewalks Entertainment. Hi Derrick, thank you so much for joining us.
How are you? I'm excited about this. Thank you for the opportunity.
So you've worked with artists like Justin Bieber, Pop Smoke, Nicki Minaj, Megan Thee Stallion, and of course, Black China. Reflecting back before your success, how did you start your career in the music industry?
Starting off, I was putting out my own music, really was dropping mixtape after mixtape after mixtape after mixtape, and really just trying to get myself out there, understanding marketing, understanding guerrilla marketing, and understanding what's going on in music and staying ahead of the curve when it comes to creating records. And I people took in a lot of liking into my hooks, and that became helping other people with their hooks and getting into songwriting and just understanding song structure and creating records from start to finish. So, I was blessed to be able to get into the world of songwriting and production, which I learned a lot. I'm able to build a lot of relationships with amazing artists and amazing collaborative people. And I'm sitting in the room with some of the top execs in the world, having conversations on what they feel like I know, and the conversation is just a little bit different. And I just been extremely blessed to be able to, play a huge role in the music industry. I worked on movie soundtracks, movie soundtracks, commercials. I worked on video games, like just so much stuff in my catalog that I haven't really had the chance to, really celebrate or put out there. And a lot of people don't necessarily know because I didn't want to come off too braggadocious when it came to putting myself out there, because I always want to give the artists their credit and what they do. But being a creative and being behind the scenes, you necessarily kind of have to just wait your turn. And I think that now being on Love and Hip Hop, people are going to be doing their own discovery and now finding out who Derrick Milano really is and what Derrick
Mhm.
Milano has touched in this music industry, and why I am who I am and why I have my Grammys.
So who were the music artists you used to listen to growing up that inspired your love for music?
Oh man, list goes on. I would say Chris Brown was one. The Dream was one. Who else? Lil Wayne, Drake,
Yes.
Nicki Minaj,
And then you ended up working with her, which is
Babyface.
amazing.
I know, right? It's
Yeah.
crazy. It's crazy because a lot of it's when I meet the artists that I've listened to when I was younger and I meet them now, it's still like, wow, like I can't believe that we actually are able to create this music, and I actually like grew up listening to you, and you're still amazing. You're still a superstar. You're still a rock in this music industry, because people love to say music is microwavable now, or it comes and goes, and to really be able to sit with these superstars and these icons that have been relevant for 10, 15, 20 plus years. Like I've worked with
It
Babyface.
must
Like
be mind-blowing, right?
it's crazy. Sometimes I just like, is this real? And I have to understand that yes, it is, and that's why I chose to kind of take this jump into getting into TV, because I feel like
Mhm.
for our generation of music, I want to be in that conversation.
So you've already worked with some big names, but who are other artists that you haven't worked with yet that you would really like to collaborate with one day?
Oh, I really want to work with Rihanna. I think she's amazing. I think she's extremely dope.
Yeah.
Um, I definitely want to work with it's this artist name. Oh man, I don't want to say her name because she's so dope. I don't want everybody to know who she is. But no, I'm just playing. But her name is FKI Twig. She's amazing. Like
Yes. Oh my God.
I don't necessarily know her work process on how she works, but that's definitely an artist that I want to work with. I think she's phenomenal. I think she has a crazy thought process when it comes to her music. Billie Eilish is definitely another artist that I want to work with, and then also surprisingly, well, I don't even say it was surprisingly, 50 Cent.
Oh, nice. He's actually been on our show, by the way. Yeah, he's pretty funny. Really cool guy.
Yeah, I really want to work with 50. Like when I worked with Pop Smoke, that's what made me really like excited because I was like, wow, I never had a chance to work with 50 Cent. And this is like for our generation, this could be the world of like the new wave of like really making records because 50 was coming out with hit after hit after hit after hit.
Yeah.
His charisma, the way he was delivering these records and putting these songs out, it reminded me so much of Pop Smoke. And I was just like, wow, like this is dope. But 50 Cent is definitely one for sure.
That would be dope. I think that I think you and 50 Cent would make a really good collaboration. So hopefully some one of them is watching 50 Cent, Billie Eilish, FK Twigs.
Let us
Derek
know
wants to do
some.
a collaboration with you guys. So now you're a part of Love and Hip Hop Miami. How would you describe what your experience is like with the new challenges and changes that come with each new season?
It's an amazing experience. I can say that the cast members are amazing. The production team is amazing, and they just make us feel comfortable. I don't notice too many changes, but I do understand that when it comes to like your narrative and what you want, that you have to move on how you want to move, and whatever you say and whatever you do is on you. So I would say for me, the biggest experience that I have is just really enjoying it and just living in the moment and just understanding that this isn't something that is necessarily like a minor opportunity. This is something that is a major opportunity that a lot of people um, would love to have and never take it for granted. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
I've met people and I've talked to them and I would say, I'm thinking about doing Love and Hip Hop, and they'd be like, "What? My mom been watching Love and Hip Hop since season one, and this person might be from Nebraska," and I'm like, so this is like a whole different demographic. Like this is like people who are really invested into this show, and there's people all over the world that watch this. So it's not just like Instagram where you just might see 2% on your algorithm. Like this is something that is there and stamped. So I'm excited about it.
So, when you reflect back on when you first joined the cast for Love and Hip Hop, was it easy for you to get your bearings and get used to always being on camera? Or would you say that it was pretty easy for you to adapt?
I would say it was easy to adapt because Angela gave me a lot of confidence. She gave me a lot of support going in. She's done reality TV before, so certain things that I would like have questions about, she would kind of just give me the one up on it and be like, nah, this might happen. Understand this. Don't do this. Don't do that. When you move like this, when you talk, make sure that you enunciate what you're saying. Make sure like she's given me a lot of game getting into this world. And I'm just, like I said, I'm just happy to be a part of this. And it's an extreme um blessing to be able to be able to showcase this to the world and to actually like have a moment for myself. I've been celebrating everybody else and a lot of people for a long time. And I think this is now finally the time where I can, kind of just move in a little bit more of a light and show people who I am.
So, one last question before we wrap. When you're not on camera and when you're not writing or creating music, what are your hobbies in your free time?
Oh, I love coming up with mood boards. I love coming up with decks and making PowerPoints. I love putting together like
Oh, wow.
creative direction. Oh yeah, I love coming up with creative direction. I like interior designing. Um, what else? I like swimming. Like I
Nice.
love water. I love water. I love water parks and theme parks. Like that's something that me and Angela, like we go to Disneyland and we try to get on all the rides. We try not to say no to none of the rides. So, I just like having fun. I'm young. I'm 30. I'm out here doing my thing, and I really enjoy the fact that I can move freely and move comfortably with somebody that is a partner to me, and that's like somebody I consider my best friend and enjoy life.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, Derrick, it was so great speaking with you today. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Everyone, be sure to watch Derrick Milano in the series Love and Hip Hop Miami on VH1. Derrick, you take care.
You too. Have a good one.
For more full-length celebrity interviews, visit us at sidewalkstv.com, our YouTube channel, and don't forget to follow us on social media.